Hello everybody and welcome back to another reading vlog. I hope you guys are all doing really well. First of all, I have to show you something just so adorable. Gilbert is just like camped out. Like whenever I wash the bed sheets and I bring them out of the dryer, they're all really warm and toasty and he loves that. And so he will just camp out and melt into the warm bed sheets. It's literally my favorite thing ever. And if you try and interrupt him or bother him in any way, he gets super, super pissed off. So we're not going to do that. But anyways, I digress. This week is all about reading thrillers that I didn't get to last year. And there are particularly two that were really, really hyped up for me last year. And for whatever reason, all of the end of the year reading, I just clearly didn't get to them. So in this video, I'm going to be diving into them, seeing if they were worth the hype. So the first book that I actually started this morning is All Good People Here by Ashley Flowers. So I am a avid follower of the Crime Junkie podcast. I have been for many, many years now. Whenever I go on a road trip or whenever I'm doing errands or cleaning, I'm often listening to true crime podcasts, and I just love how Ashley and Britt tell the most engaging, addictive stories, but I also love their advocacy and how they've gotten tips for the coldest of cold cases, and I just think it's awesome that they use their viewership for good. And so this is Ashley Flowers, her debut novel, All Good People Here. So this book follows a reporter who is in her hometown and investigating the disappearance of a young girl there, and as she is also kind of looking back at the connections, possibly with an old case of a girl that was either missing or murdered, I don't remember, named January Jacobs. It takes place in very rural Indiana. Love rural Midwest town books, and so far I'm just 65 pages into this one, but am thoroughly enjoying it. And then the second book that I'm hoping to get to, I do have a busy work week as per usual, but I'm hoping to get to in this vlog, is Alice Feeney's Daisy Darker. So every year I have read an Alice Feeney book, or every year that she publishes one, and this was her last year release and it got really great reviews. So let me read you the first paragraph of the synopsis. After years of avoiding one another, Daisy Darker's entire family is assembling for Nana's 80th birthday party in Nana's crumbling Gothic house on a tiny tidal island. They're finally back together one last time, and when the tide comes in, they will be cut off from the rest of the world for 8 hours. Very mysterious. I'm really excited to pick this one up, and am expecting, as per usual with all of Alice Feeney's books, a twisty, fast-paced thriller that just transports me and keeps me flipping the pages till the end. So, given that I have already started All Good People Here, I'm going to begin with this one, and then if I get more time, if I finish All Good People Here, I will move on to Daisy Darker next. So these are the reading plans for the week. So Gilbert's got the right idea because it is super cold, and Tyler and I just have, the warm socks on, the heating up, the fireplace on, because it's been like really cold week, and I think we're both a little bit under the weather still from last week's vlog. I still am. But we are making some homemade pizza tonight. We're doing pesto, mozzarella, some cherry tomatoes, and then I think we're just going to sink into the couch and have a very chill night. I'm going to read a bit more of All Good People Here, and then it's back to work tomorrow, so we're just enjoying the last little bits of the weekend. So the oven is preheating. We got a little bit longer to go. Got all of our pizza fixins out, and Tyler is watching The West Wing for the millionth time, so got a cozy night going on. it is about 10 o'clock, so I am going to get to bed because I have to get up quite early for work tomorrow, but I wanted to give you guys a quick update of everything that I read today. And currently I am on I just got to chapter 10, I'm on page 90. So some things that I'm really enjoying so far about this book is kind of the claustrophobia of the small Midwestern town. It starts out with the title, All Good People Here, and the idea that nothing bad could possibly happen to these people from this town, these people that go to church every Sunday, that you see at the local bar, that are in your neighborhood, and that you see all the time. And so the beginning of the story, everybody in actually both cases, the older case of January and the more recent case of, I forget her name, Margot? Oh no, that's the main character. Natalie, that nobody from their town could have done something. But in the back of your head, you kind of know that that's probably where it's going. A lot of murder mysteries, it's somebody who knew something about the person, or it's obviously one of the characters that you've been introduced to. So I think that's going to be a big theme of the book. People not really knowing who's around them and that like creepy, eerie feeling. I am really enjoying both perspectives. We have the 2019 story, which is the journalist looking into the current modern day disappearance of Natalie. Then we also have the disappearance of the girl back in 1994 and her family on the day she was murdered, as they're like being interrogated by the police and being told all of the things that happened. So I'm enjoying both perspectives so far. One of the themes in the modern day perspective is that our main character Margot lives with her uncle, who is unfortunately suffering from early onset Alzheimer's, and so she is very much trying to take care of him. And he is also one of those characters, I feel like these are often in mystery books, that are like unreliable narrators. I apologize, my dryer is singing a song. But are unreliable narrators and have like the memory loss trope, but is their memory really lost type of thing. So I'm curious how he is going to play into it. Maybe it won't be anything, but having listened to enough true crime podcasts and having read enough murder mysteries, I'm always skeptical of those characters. Anyways, though, enjoyed the first bit of reading for today, but it is time to go to bed. I am very tired, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We have our first little bit of spring weather. Dare I say spring, because it will probably be winter before I blink my eyes, but it is 56 degrees today, so Tyler and I are headed out for a walk, but a little bit of a revised walk. We are actually planning to move sometime this summer, and we are exploring new neighborhoods in the area. So one of our favorite things to do is pick a place where we have a few Zillow finds that we like, and then just walk around and see what the neighborhood is like and see if we like it. So that is going to be what we're doing today, just to get outside of the apartment, get some spring air in. And so yeah, we will see what we find along the way with our walk. And when I come back, I'm going to try and finish All Good People Here and see if I can knock that out before the end of the day. We are back from our walk, and we're gonna make some dinner, more like heat up some dinner. So I made some salmon curry bowls yesterday, which we're gonna heat up, and then also I think I'm gonna do some garlic naan, which is Trader Joe's and just goes in the oven quickly. So this looks real gross, but it's actually really good. It's salmon, broccoli, a curry, and rice on the bottom. So I'm going to eat some dinner, naan bread is still cooking, and then do a bit more reading, watch some basketball. Alright, so we got some basketball on the TV, and then I am about to get started reading. I made myself some peppermint tea, as per usual, and I am about to settle into another night reading All Good People Here. I think I'm about the same place I was last time, so about page 100. So I'm hoping to make a bit of progress before the night is up. All right, so I am done reading for a little bit, and we are now going to do our Zoom trivia, which we are still doing from back in the COVID days. So we're just setting up all of our stuff. Tyler's got some ice cream. Our homemade ice cream still going strong. And we're going to set up our paper. And after trivia, maybe I'll pop on like one of the hardest questions or something and see what you guys think. So Tyler and I have finished up with trivia. We had a great week. We got 64 points total. Only missed 3 questions overall. The questions that we missed, let's see. We missed which sport was introduced into the Olympics in 1992 that is played with a racket or paddle. Let us know if you know any of these. Another one we missed was, after mosquitoes, which animal kills the most people? And the last one we missed is, which state's name comes from the name Long River? Which we also got wrong. And we also got the final question wrong, but that is more extensive. But overall, we had a really good week of trivia. We are both exhausted, so we're going to head to bed, but it was a really nice day, just soaking up the spring weather, winding down to some trivia, getting a little bit of reading done, but not as much as intended. And yeah, back to work tomorrow.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air.
So it is Super Bowl Sunday, and today has just been the coziest day. I woke up this morning, had a nice breakfast with a cup of tea, and then I went for a gorgeous run along the lake, and it was just such a great way to start out the weekend. Tyler and I went out for dinner last night, which was so lovely. We went for pizza, and we found like a new favorite spot. Their pizza was just so good. It was like wood fire. They have a big pizza oven. And my biggest complaint is, I always feel like when places have like a big open oven where they cook their pizzas, they burn the crust. And this place had like the perfect balance of not burnt crust, but also like really puffy, amazing pizza. But while the crust might not have been burned, the top of my mouth is so burned because when I took that first bite, it was so much warmer than I thought it was going to be. So now I'm just like in pain a little bit. So I'm trying to avoid hot beverages today. But yes, my cup of tea was still worth it. I just let it cool down a little bit this morning. But anyways, those are the vibes today. But I did want to chat with you guys about All Good People Here because I ended up finishing it on the couch this morning. Overall, this book was super plotty. I felt like the minute we got past one twist, we're moving towards another twist. There was always something happening. It was only a 300-page thriller, so I just felt like it was super fast paced, and I kind of expected that for Ashley Flowers' debut novel. She is, of course, a podcaster, and so spends a lot of time figuring out how to tell cases in a way that will come across well to her readers. And so she has a good idea of like how to plot a story, either fictional or real life story, so that it will make sense and that it will resonate with people. So I thought that part of this was so good. I did feel like there were a few characters that were introduced and I expected would play a bit more of a role or would have some more character development that just kind of went by the wayside. I mean, I get it. It's only a 300-page book. You can't tie up every bow, but there were a few people where I just wondered, like, what is the point of you being in the story if there's no progression? They didn't really serve a purpose. And I have to say, this book, I feel, will have a sequel. I don't know if it's been announced. I don't know if it will actually happen, but the way that this book ended, the number of characters that had so much potential to continue their character arc, I just feel like this is one that there should be a second book. This did end with a massive cliffhanger, which can be interpreted in lots of different ways. I don't really know how I'm interpreting it. Probably, I don't know. Well, we might never get a resolution, but yeah, I do feel like this would do well as a series. And I think since the main character in this book is a reporter who likes to investigate crime, maybe modeled after Ashley Flowers a little bit, as that's kind of some of what she does, you know, she could move on to investigate another crime. I'm not sure. But anyways, I would love to read a sequel of this if it does come out. Overall, I ended up giving this one a 3.5 stars. I think it was an excellent debut, but did have just a few loose ends that I would have liked to see a bit more resolution of. But it was a great way to spend my week. And certainly a thriller that was really hyped and deserved the hype, and that I wish I would have gotten to in 2022. But I got to it this year, so that's okay. I did not get to read Daisy Darker. I'm going to table that and do it in another vlog probably. We'll do like a part 2. Where I look into that one and read that maybe a little bit later in the year. So let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing that. But with that, I am going to finish this vlog here. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are having a great weekend wherever you are. And with that, I will see you guys very soon with another video.